Kevin Thomas, and welcome to the At Home Film Festival. A movie just started streaming recently, and I promised myself the minute it was available on a channel for free, I was into a whole theme of airplane airport movies. Oh, I love these films. Whether you're at airport or in the airplane or you're a flight attendant, oh, this is just a genre that I just love. I always try to uncover new films, so we're not going to do some that we all know very well, like Airplane, the spoof of airport movies, or even the mother of all airport movies, 1970s Airport, which turns out wasn't the original disaster film. But this is one of those that did start a trend. It's an all-star cast. It was up for 10 Oscars, including Best Picture. But I do have 7 movies. One is super current, another one's kind of current, but they did not find success at the box office. So hopefully streaming channels are where they should be. So let's take a look what I've got now. Okay, so when the movie Fight or Flight came out earlier this year, I said, I have to see this movie. It's almost like John Wick in the air, or it's like a Jason Statham film. It looked so good. And yet it was gone a week later. But now you can find it on Paramount Plus. So if you subscribe, this is now a movie you could watch, and hopefully you'll find an audience. It's got Josh Hartnett, who actually had a career years ago, and he has a resurgence going on now. So happy for you, Josh. But he is there to try to save somebody in a plane, and all these killers are on board. So, including somebody with a chainsaw. So we don't have snakes on a plane. We've got chainsaws on a plane. This movie is so fun, so action-filled. I couldn't wait for it to be streaming, and now it is. We also have another good movie that's recent called Carry On, which came out last year, and it, like Fight or Flight, didn't do well at the box office, but Netflix just releases them briefly because their job, of course, is to be on their own streaming channel. This has Taron Egerton, who I just love, and it's also got Jason Bateman in a performance that is like none other of his. It was very surprising. But he works for a TSA company. They don't call it TSA, but someone slips him a note, or actually an earpiece, to tell him to let something go through or his family is dead. Dead, I tell you. Oh my God, so much suspense. Love this movie. I watched it when it first came out, but now talking about it, I think I'm gonna watch it again. Speaking of nail biters and suspenseful films, I love Red Eye, which you can find on Paramount Plus. So we have Rachel McAdams, who plays a hotelier. Oh, love that job. While she's in the air, Cillian Murphy, I always have trouble with his name, sits next to her. He seems sweet, but he tells her, hey, if you don't do what I ask, your father on the ground will be murdered. So she has the entire flight to try to figure out how to save her dad and still be able to get out alive herself from the flight. Very suspenseful, a true nail biter. You will really enjoy this film if you haven't already, but let's watch it together, okay? Paramount Plus. For movies with big Hollywood actors and the air, I was torn between a couple. I ended up with Sully, starring Tom Hanks, the true story of the pilot who landed a plane in New York on the water. And while he became a hero momentarily, because the insurance company doesn't want to pay out, they try to find fault with his performance, which there is none, because it's a human decision he had to make like that. This movie is great because not only does it show the heart of the pilot, but it also shows what flight attendants go through. I thought this seemed very true to life and depicted, and yes, true to life because it is a true story, but movies often embellish things for the film. This seems like it was real and natural, and of course suspenseful, because he does land a plane on water, and that actually happened in real life. Oh my God. It was tough to pick the big Hollywood movie with a big star. I was torn between this and Denzel Washington in Flight. You should also watch that as well, but I decided to put this one on my list of 7. Thanks. Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown is so good. Pam Grier should have been up for an Oscar. This is one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino films. And this, so good. So she plays the flight attendant who's doing some drug smuggling because her airline pays her crap. So she needs money, and so many people want that money. So she gets stuck between a rock and a hard place trying to work with the police and or the criminals because she really is the one with the money and the connections, and she either could be arrested or rich. We have to watch the movie to find out. It's got, as you see here, one of the best casts in any film. I love this film, and you could love it too. Right now it's on Pluto. Also on Pluto with an all-star cast, but very few people like it, but I do. It's A View from the Top, where you have Gwyneth Paltrow, and I'm not even her biggest fan, but I like her in this a lot. And it's got Candice Bergen, Mark Ruffalo, but she plays a young girl who desperately wants to be a flight attendant. She goes to flight attendant school. Somebody cheats and steals her test. So that other person, Christina Applegate, gets the fancy acclaimed role of first class flying to Europe. And then because her test was stolen, she gets the results of Christina Applegate's tests, which are poor. So she works for the crappy airline that goes probably to Reno and Fresno on this little airline that nobody likes until, well, I'm not gonna say what happens until, but it's really fun. I love this movie. Critics didn't, the public didn't, but why don't you view it and tell me what you think? Are you a yay or a nay? Our final official film on the list is The High and the Mighty. It's decades old. You could find it on MGM Plus. Oh, I actually forgot about this movie, and I don't think I watched it until recently because I'm not a John Wayne fan. But this is the original disaster film. It was up for several Oscars, like I think 6 of them, including 2 for supporting actress and best director. But it has a bunch of people going from Hawaii to San Francisco. And guess what? Somebody has a grudge and they're on the plane with the person that they're mad at, and a gun goes off. So of course, that leads to a hole on the plane. So a hole in the hole. Oh, it's very suspenseful, very good. And especially since it was made like decades ago, I think it still lives up and is very credible. And I think this is the one that led to the disaster films everybody gives airport credit for. But The High and the Mighty came much sooner, much sooner, much sooner. Well, that's our show of the week. I hope you share and come back and subscribe, comment below. As we leave, we're taking a look at one of my favorites, which I've talked about before, Snakes on a Plane. Oh, I hear that Samuel L. Jackson took this film mainly for that title. It's so fun. It's so good. So unbelievable. I'm signing off now, but I'd like to show you this funny moment that's taken over the internet. And that is this line that had to be dubbed on TV. So the dubbed version is so stupid, even though the original has been listed as one of the most classic lines in a movie. So let's take a look at both versions, shall we?
Is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Everybody strap in.
Ooh.
I'm about to open.
Okay, that's the line. Here's the TV version. Edited, of course, dubbed.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. Everybody strap in.
How dumb.
Freaking window.
That line is so dumb, 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 dumb. Bye.